Hi Deepak, welcome to the Bollywood Crypt YouTube channel, and it's a real pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
You are our first guest, and it's delightful to have you because it's been a while since we heard anything from the Ramsay brothers, and today is the day that we get to hear all the news and what's been happening with you all guys.
Yes, of course. Well, I've been good and lots of things happening. Have been quiet and have taken a sabbatical for some time, but now we are back.
Die for us, to be with us.
Whoa, I'm really excited about this.
So let's begin with the beginning actually. If you remember, the Ramsay brothers started somewhere in the 70s, late 70s, I believe. Your grandfather, F.U. Ramsay, was mainly responsible for starting the whole Ramsay clan getting into the filmmaking industry.
Right.
And for the benefit of our viewers, could you just tell us how it really started and what got the ball rolling?
Basically, like you said, my grandfather, F.U. Ramsay ji, he came from Karachi, Pakistan, and he settled down in Bombay and he opened a radio shop. The very humble beginnings and stuff. But his real passion was in the film industry. He had a heart and soul that he wanted to make films and stuff. But he was let down by a lot of technicians and directors for various aspects. So he decided that since I have 7 sons, why don't I train each one of them and head them, make them heads of each department so that we don't have to look for talent outside. That way he thought of the whole thing, and with the help of books and his personal experience, he trained all the 7 sons in different vocations.
That's great. So it's a very rare occasion that you find the entire extended family together working on films. So what brought this family together to work, on films?
Well, like I said, it was the father who, started the whole thing, the training and everything, and the sons picked up. And they realized that together they can do a lot in terms of filmmaking, and every aspect was covered. And horror was one of the genres that wasn't picked up by anyone. Rather, if it was touched upon, it wasn't touched upon in a good way. So all of them came together, and we had the first horror film.
So could you just give us a little bit about the roles that they were in? I mean, the brothers?
Well, 7 brothers. Each one took a different vocation, or rather a different department. Kumar Ramsay was the writer. Brilliant guy. Excellent sense of story and screenplay. Tulsi and Shyam became the director duo. Imagination ran haywire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kiran. Kiran was the sound engineer, you can call him sound recordist, and he was actually the sound designer. He felt that it was a true soul. Sound was the true soul of any horror film. Arjun was the editor, and he took care of all the editing and everything. Keshu was someone who ventured into a lot of things. He started off with photography. He then even acted a little bit, but his true calling was action films, and he became one of the biggest producers of action films of his time.
What were the movies that influenced the Ramsay family, basically? Do you have any memories in your childhood watching these movies that led you all to make these horror movies?
Yeah, we were always fascinated with Hammer House of horror films, Alfred Hitchcock, Psycho, Bird. Then there were the cult classics like Exorcist and Omen, Salem's Lot. We've seen them all, Even as kids, we used to hide and watch, but we've grown up watching these films.
Before you became an assistant director, I mean, you've obviously visited the sets both as a kid and, as a grown up. So during that time, what were your thoughts in general, regarding the horror filmmaking genre that your family has gone into, and Was becoming a filmmaker for you inevitable, or there were some other career options for you?
No, as far as I was concerned, I was pretty sure about what I was going to do. And horror is always intriguing. It's a subject that, even the most bored person would, lend a ear to and listen to it. It's very fascinating itself. And as far as the family profession is concerned, that the entire family used to be there. Yes, it was, it was a very welcoming set where all uncles are present. Your grandfather is heading everything, and even when the shoots were there, we used to go to Mahabaleshwar for a one scheduled shoot. We would start the film, and they would end it. They would not leave any patchwork. They would come with the entire film ready. So it was like a big family gathering, you can call it. And in the gathering, the movies were made.
And did it influence you to become a filmmaker?
Yes, I was very influenced because I loved the fact how the films were made, and I also love the fact that the whole family was involved in every aspect of it. And yes, I was bitten. Yes, you can say that.
So me and a thousand other people have, watched Virana, Bandarwaza, Purana Mandir. Those movies have been in our minds for a very long time now. So could you share some interesting, episodes or something, unique that it has ever happened on the sets while these movies were being filmed?
Well, a lot of things usually happen on the sets. Crazy stuff that you don't plan for happens. There was this one incident I remember very properly because it happened during the shoot of Purana Mandir, and we were kids. And there was a sequence where the demon is supposed to be locked in a coffin, and they put a trishul on it, and the hero is supposed to drag the coffin. So the shot happened, and everything went very well. But after the shot was cut, the coffin wouldn't open, and there was chaos, and there was turmoil everywhere. It was a metal coffin, and it just wouldn't open. After 10 minutes of crazy banging and breaking their head, they managed to open the coffin. And that was for the very first time that I've actually seen a 7-foot ghost cry. He just removed his makeup and he said, "I'm going to work," and he went away.
So this was Anirudh Agarwal basically.
Yes,
Who,
it was Anirudh Agarwal, and it was one crazy incident during Purana Mandir.
I mean, after he has terrified everybody so much, it's crazy that he got terrified himself.
Yeah, he scared us because he wasn't coming to the set back again.
Crazy. So, are you by any chance in touch with any of these old actors and people who have worked with you?
Yes, we are in touch with Anirudh Agarwal. In fact, he did a lot of work for us recently also. He did a lot of Z Horror Show also, even after the films were made. And yeah, we are always in touch with some of them.
Whenever I've talked about the Ramsay brothers, the first thing people ask me is, where is Jasmine really? So, do you have any update or any information like what she's doing? And this has been like a burning question for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've been asked also a lot of times, and to very honestly say, we really don't know where she is. But I'm sure she's doing well. And Virana was one of her, I would say, one of the best films for her. And she looked really amazing, and it was the peak of her career. And I guess that's the time when she said bye to films.
So, cinematically, I've noticed that the Ramsay brothers had some really stylish sets and angles, shots, and stuff like that. So, Gangu Ramsay had a lot to do with the camera work and
Yes.
the cinematography. It was a low budget, but you'll still manage to make the movie so, flashy and so beautiful. The visuals are striking.
Yeah.
So, did he have any particular influences or any movies that he liked?
Gangu Ramsay himself he doesn't need inspiration. He is a master at his craft. He knows the perfect difference how to use light and shadow. He is the one to, make the ghosts and the locations more creepier and the heroines at the same time more beautiful. So, yes, he's done a lot of other films also. Besides our horror films, he's even gone out and done, action films with Saif Ali Khan, etc. So he knew when the budget constraints are there, he still knew how to play it and make it look like glossy and at the same time keeping things in the Ramsay budget.
That's great. There was an unreleased movie from the Ramsay Brothers called Maut Ka Saya. I've been fascinated why this movie never came out and what was the story behind it. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, well, Maut Ka Saya was a difficult film even for the Ramsays because it was a film based, on an island, and the whole film was about a sea creature. So the entire film was shot in an island and using yachts and rafts and everything. But there were some issues with regards to one of the heroines who had, left the shoot midway and gone away, and there were other issues. And I think one of the reasons for the movie getting stalled was that.
So, any chance that it would be seeing a release sometime in the future?
We have been asked a lot about Maut Ka Saya, but let's see. I think we'll try and give it an OTT release if possible.
That would be brilliant. That would be really brilliant. Wasn't there a plan to make a Virana 2? I mean, there was a lot of these, the grapevine was going on saying that there's a Virana 2 coming out. Fans were saying there's a Virana 2 coming out. But there's been no official word from you all guys,
Yeah, so honestly, we are working on Virana 2. And my sister Sasha Ramsay is also involved. And the reason it's taking so much time is because Virana was such a classic and it did such brilliant business that we want to make sure it's a step up from the old classic. It has to be a step up. So we are taking a lot of care as far as the casting, the scripting, everything. So Virana 2 is on the cards and also Purana Mandir 2 is on the cards.
Wow, that's something really, that's news to me. That's amazing. So let's talk about you personally. Coming back to your own films, you directed two films. One was a romantic movie, which was Koi Mere Dil Mein Hai, and the second one was Atma. So, what actually happened after Atma?
Actually, prior to that, we even did Z Horror Show. So we've done, as a family, we've done about 370 episodes of Z Horror Show. So there was a lot of horror thing going over there. And I personally directed about almost 200. After which came Koi Mere Dil Mein Hai, because we were so exhausted doing horror that, it was like, let's try something different. So the whole concept of going into a different genre altogether came from the exhaustion of the horror show.
Yes, sir.
Then came Atma, of course, and came back to the Ramsay track.
Tell us something about your personal beliefs. I mean, have you ever had any uncanny experiences or you believe in the supernatural?
Personally, I have been lucky not to have any uncanny experiences. But I do believe if there is God, there is always also a dark side to it, which is not explained, but there is something. Besides that, I personally enjoy watching horror films. I get scared. I watch it at home at night with my wife, and I get scared. And I can use that fear, that emotion, that fear, that feeling. We use it to enhance our films, to get that element right.
Are there any modern, horror films that you really like or directors that you really like?
Fed Alvarez is something I've been watching, and I really liked Evil Dead, the new one, and his other film also. I'm not getting the name. I think it's Don't Breathe.
Okay.
And it's a brilliant film, and I love the way it's shot in a small place. It's the Ramsay style of doing it, one location, but keeping the element of fear and undercurrent all the time. Must watch.
So, Deepak, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very happy with this interview because the name Ramsay Brothers always comes up, and people are always asking questions. So, thank you so much for giving us your time and talking about your illustrious family. It's a real pleasure, and wishing you all the very best.
Pleasure talking
Cheers.
to you.
Take care. Bye.
संदेश रिकॉर्ड हुआ कि नहीं